Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver Martavis Bryant, as talented as he is trying to do everything in his power to either get cut by the Pittsburgh Steelers or traded. He had this quote to Josina Anderson: "If they don't try and include me more and continue to do the same thing, then I want out, period." He's obviously upset about his production with the team so far. I think last week he had 1 catch for 3 yards. He obviously wants to be featured more. His head coach, Mike Tomlin, said on Tuesday, "We've invested a lot in Martavis since we drafted him. He's not available via trade. We've invested a lot." He also made a quote that Martavis' trade demands isn't high on his agenda. So, Gilbert, as the former player, is Martavis going about this the right way of trying to get traded?
Listen, he makes $600,000.
Wait, that's how much he's making?
That's how much.
Yeah, sit your ass down. You ain't getting nothing. When they pass you the ball, that's when you get it.
That's less than a kicker.
I know.
He also mentioned on Twitter where he kind of threw his teammate Juju Smith-Schuster under the bus, saying that he's more talented than him and the Steelers can have him. Is that fair to kind of call out your teammate?
That's not cool.
Ooh,
no, that's not cool. That's just going to create a bad environment in the locker room.
It seems to be just jealousy because Juju has been scoring touchdowns recently.
He probably stole his bike.
That's what you're thinking?
He's just doing whatever he can to get out. He's just trying to make it
he's
difficult
causing
in the
trouble.
locker room so they can eventually trade him. And that'll get beat up.
And management is obviously trying to suppress Martavis Bryant and not make him available for trade. But we saw yesterday, Phoenix Suns point guard Eric Bledsoe tweeted, "I don't want to be here." They sent him home. He's still getting paid, and they're probably going to trade him. Why does NBA players have so much more leverage than NFL players, Gilbert?
Because our contracts are guaranteed.
So that's the biggest issue.
Yeah, when you got $15 million coming, sitting or staying, there's really nothing you can do with an NBA player.
Nothing you can do? Yeah. You find that to be true? Same thing?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Also, more games in the NBA.
Yeah, this is it. It's more games. So, if I'm disgruntled, I'm faking injury just like they send me home.
We know you like the fake injuries. We know that.
It was preseason.
His quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, went on the radio and said Martavis, if he had a problem, he should have just reached out to him. He said the two have exchanged text messages. And the quote was, "Come talk to your quarterback. He was telling me about his frustrations, and he told me he's talked to other coaches or whatever. But one thing you haven't done is come talk to me. How can I help you?" Is Ben kind of throwing Martavis under the bus? Ben has a knack for calling out his teammates in the media.
That was subtle shade.
A little bit, right?
A little subtle, yeah.
Yeah.
Still helpful, though.
Do you think you can get through this as a team?
No, I think they're just going to end up having to let him go.
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't want to be there.
You think he gets cut or traded?
Which one would cost the Steelers less money?
That's a tricky question, but they could probably get more assets if they trade him.
Then trade.
So trade.
I'm trying to figure out where's the lie. You know, if you're a wide receiver, wouldn't you want a relationship with your quarterback? The fuck does the coach or the general manager have to do with the guy who actually passes you the ball?
Ben's got enough friends. He's got Le'Veon and Antonio.
I'm saying, you would want a relationship with your quarterback, like in the NBA. Like if the center, you want the ball from me, I don't give a fuck what play the coach calls. You know, I'm the one who has to pass you the ball. So if I don't like you, obviously you better get it off the glass.
But Gil, as the
get it off the glass.
Is it wrong for him to care more about his stats in the team when Pittsburgh came off where they beat undefeated Kansas City Chiefs at the time? They smashed Cincinnati last week. They're obviously becoming one of the best teams in the AFC and the NFL, but he's still
But there's always players like that think they're better than the people that's in front of them. They think they're more talented. I mean, it's usually on basketball, the 14th, 15th, sometimes even a sixth man who just thinks he should be starting. He gets disgruntled. Right.
We were talking about this before the show as well. You told me that he's in his contract year. He's trying to get his numbers up so he can negotiate a higher contract.
Yeah, but his numbers pale in comparison to the better wide receiver on that team.
That's what I'm saying. So the Steelers are probably trying to sit him so they don't have to pay him more.
If he got the opportunity, he can have the same amount.
He was also suspended last year, so
exactly.
it's like, why don't you actually stay on the field and play and put up more numbers, and then maybe you'll get the ball more.
And
he's going about this the wrong way.
If he fails another test, he could be suspended indefinitely.
Another test, drug test?
Yeah. So he can be suspended indefinitely.
He does drugs too?
Are you surprised to hear a professional athlete doing drugs?
No, I'm talking about you make $600,000.
How can you afford to do drugs?
It's about drugs.